Nope.
So I think we're live. It says I am actively streaming to H20 and Quantum USA. So if I go to H20's page.
Yeah, I see 0 numbers up top above my head.
Yeah, I see that, but I'm trying to go to our page. Our
Right there.
YouTube page. That way I can see what we look like. I'm going to quickly finish scarfing this food.
I don't see it on Quantum USA.
It says it is.
The public group or the page?
Page. I see it on there. Yeah, so we're live on Quantum's page right now.
I don't see it.
Go to Quantum USA's. I'm on my homepage and I see you right there, live. Now you should see one viewer on the Quantum USA. So hey, since we're doing this real quick, let's play. I'm getting rid of you for a second, playing the episode. It is a little bit behind. I'm doing this just to see if it can hear us or not. Okay, that was enough. Oh, I'm so glad I did this.
2 people.
Yeah, on Quantum Space. The problem is the episode didn't play video. Alright, so we got a few more minutes. We got a few more minutes because I want to try to have these off at 7:05. We got a few minutes to get people on. So I see it live on mine. I don't see it on yours. Do you see it on yours, Kyle?
I'm about to... No.
Oh, I just went to YouTube. That's the wrong place. It's showing. It's streaming. Oh, there it is, live on yours. We got 12 subscribers. Here's the link.
For YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that. No, that's a different link.
I just closed all of it. Why can't my listeners hear the video? Alright, I'm going to try one more thing. I think that may have fixed that.
I just posted the link on our H2O page.
Okay. Someone's on the H2O page. Are you watching on the H2O page?
No.
Alright, well, I'm going to try this again.
You've officially been warned. Stay salty, stay opinionated. It's time for HT
What's
Are you
going on,
watching on the
everybody?
H2O
Welcome
page?
back to the H2O Podcast. This is episode 2,
No.
where we talk about...
Alright, well, I'm going to try this again.
You've officially been warned.
Good. Alright, I'm fixed.
Stay salty, stay opinionated. It's time for HT
Alright,
What's
so...
going on,
watching on the
everybody?
H2O
Welcome
page.
back to the H2O Podcast. This
Are you there, Kyle?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's now working across everything. It's on H2O's page, their YouTube channel. It's on Quantum's YouTube channel. Once we get up to 100 subscribers on Facebook, which you guys need to help us get there very quickly, we'll be able to go live on Facebook as well. So I now have the video where it will play and audio goes through, and you and our voices are completely covered in the background.
Perfect.
So we ready to see how this works? Because it is 7:05 now. You want me to go ahead and just kick off the episode, or what?
I still don't see it on Quantum's page.
I was listening
Quantum
to
with
it.
the black American flag cube.
Yeah. YouTube.com.
Oh, YouTube's Quantum.
Yeah, I only have it on YouTube right now.
Okay. I was looking on Facebook.
Gotcha. I can put it on Facebook real quick.
That's up to you.
Let's see. You want on PNC? We got enough on PNC Fishing more too, right? Just click them all, see what happens. I don't know if I got to restart though. Don't know if I'd have to re-push the whole thing.
It's fine.
All right, you ready to
Can
play
people
this
hear
thing?
us right now?
Yeah, people can hear us the whole time. Since 7 o'clock, people have been able to hear us. So if you
Yeah,
look,
who do we got on here?
do you see the chat?
No comments, but I see 2 people are listening.
But you can see the chat. Cool. Oh, Kyle disappeared.
Whoa.
Where did you go?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you. Uh-oh, we're having some technical difficulties. I got me my new clownfish. Oh, wrong way. That's the wrong tank. My new clownfishies are in. They're so cute. Can you there, Kyle?
I can hear you. I can see you.
But I don't see you.
My camera's still there.
You are completely black, my friend.
Weird.
You are completely black, my friend. Well, so since we're waiting on you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the video. And while you figure that out, we can start watching the episode.
Hey, Dad's watching on YouTube.
Cool. Hi, Dad. Video. And
Welcome to the H2O Podcast, where 2 brothers, Kyle and Will, talk reef tanks, coral drama, random life stuff, and probably some stupid opinions along the way. You've officially been warned. stay salty, stay opinionated. It's time for HT Woo.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the H20 Podcast. This is episode 2, where we talk about reef tanks, the hobby, and whatever else comes to mind.
And probably going to offend a few people on the way, like we normally do.
That's kind of the goal. Very good chance of that. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest lies in the reef hobby and some of the dumbest arguments that people just refuse to believe on the internet.
And if you've been reefing for, at least 5 minutes or so, you've probably heard quite a few of these that we're going to talk about.
Exactly. Like the tank police. Got to hit the tank police on it.
Or parameters.
You see it on the Facebook groups. You see it on the forums, comment sections, people arguing. It's all the arguments.
And half the time, it's stuff that we know, it doesn't even matter.
More than half. I'd say about 1%.
Yeah.
So we're going to break down some of the biggest myths, some of the arguments that make us roll our eyes and rant probably a lot.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So the first episode, it went well. It was fun. What was it? What did you think, Will?
I think it was great going back, talking about what we did, what got us into this hobby, what we enjoy about the street, kind of what got me going in with the brand and everything, what you got going into the store, going into it. What'd you think?
I thought it was a lot of fun. I think we had pretty decent viewership on it. You just got to start somewhere. I had fun recording it, which was way more important.
Yeah. That's what these are. You brought me to tears. I think there's going to be episodes of that probably.
we did cry a couple times. I did cut those out, but I do have them saved, so we might clip that.
Bloopers.
So to start off episode number 2, we're going to talk about the biggest lies in reefing.
Do you need expensive gear to succeed?
No.
What?
It makes it easier.
But does it?
Sometimes.
I mean, I do like apps. It does, like, using the apps on my cell phone to see everything does make life nice.
It does, but is it a necessity?
Nah, I don't think so. If you're just starting, you can start off pretty budget friendly. Still do a tank, just got to make sure to follow, like we said at the beginning, pick away, stick with it, follow through with it.
Let's miss the difference between gear and equipment.
But what's the difference? I mean, we're talking lights, skimmers, pumps for power heads.
When I think gear, I think more of what you just said. When I think equipment, I think more Neptune, more hydros.
Oh, okay, you're thinking more automation. So is that required?
Definitely not.
Nah, I don't think so. I do think stability matters, but I don't think you have to have high-end, expensive equipment to do that.
You definitely don't. What do you think is the most important? If you were going to spend all your money on one piece of gear, what would it be?
Ooh. Now, are we talking filtration as a whole, like protein skimmer?
Everything.
All right, there you are. You're back. So this one kind of tripped me up a little bit, this area, because of I didn't know what equipment you were wanting to talk about.
Right.
So now I think about it, I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's the goal of this. So if you guys ask questions or whatnot, we're going to pause this live broadcast in the middle so we can answer anybody's questions, talk a little bit more in depth on something that we missed or we forgot. This time was kind of just an interruption to see if we could get Kyle back on the broadcast since he fell off last time. So we'll use this as little re-engagement tactics as well. So, is your audio good? Can I hear you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You got anything to say?
Not at the moment, except I apologize. There was audio difficulties in the capture of this episode, but
Oh, yeah.
it was too good of an episode to not release, so had to release it. But I did what I could. I gave up mixing on it about 11:30 last night, so it is what it is.
All right, well, back to it.
Or,
Looking at the display right there.
I don't know, probably lighting. I've been a do-it-yourself guy, a budget reefer my entire life. Because being military, you don't make a lot of money, but it's just been my way ever since I started buying the better lights that tank took off.
But the arguments to be made, halogens, they're pretty freaking basic. Look
Yeah.
back into the 90s and some of them grow-up farms. Hell, grow-up farms today still use them.
Yeah, the metal halides, they're used a lot. I like them, but for in canopies, you just got the heat. It's a heat difference at that. I mean, you're right. You could do it. There's so many different ways. I like the new advancements in the LEDs. I do. I really do. I think some of the really good brands out there with the Spectrum, it does make a difference. I mean, you saw in the display, we went from Orifix, we had 4 Orifix Atlantics on it, and they were doing great. Just instability with the lights going in and out.
Right.
And then we upgraded to Gen 5s, and then within 2 weeks, Coral started looking better.
Right.
And we didn't change dosing, we didn't change anything else. All we changed was the light.
Right.
And that tank went from to holy crap, it's beautiful.
I think a solid number 2 would be a doser.
I think a good quality dosing pump is very important, especially for your state.
Which in today's world's getting cheaper.
Yeah, we still run J-Valves in the entire store.
Absolutely.
Except for on the display tank.
So yeah, I think expensive gear is not a requirement, although there are certain aspects of it that do make it easier.
Yeah, it's again, we're after stability in a tank. So stable we can make it. We Americans, and I say Americans because we're lazy, but we do nothing but work. We work and live. We don't have time to relax and do a true hobby at the house. So the more stability we can make it by automation helps keep the tank healthier.
Right. What about bottled bacteria versus an instant cycle? Or is bottled bacteria an instant cycle?
It's a loaded question. Depends on who you talk to. Me personally, my personal opinion on this is an instant cycle, you don't get to see the nitrogen cycle happen. So I like to be able to see an ammonia rise, increase, and then the nitrites start breaking down that ammonia. Those guys start going up, and the nitrates afterwards.
But I just bought a tank and I want it set up now.
Yeah, this hobby is not that. Be patient. If you're not willing to be patient, just don't do saltwater. Just stop now.
But there's products out there that claim you can set up a tank in 24 hours.
Make sure you follow the directions on the bottle 100%. That's all I can say, because every bottle that's out there, they have different directions for a reason. And
But
these
I
new
just
ones
bought a
like
tank
Dr.
and I want it
Ted's
set up
for its-
now.
The turbo start, I think is what you're referring to. And then like one and only by Dr. Ted's, they work, but you have to follow
But there's
them the way
products out
they
there that
say
claim
to,
you
which
can set up
means
a tank in
48
24
hours.
hours.
Just make sure you follow Don't be a chicken and wait 2 weeks. You've got to do it right then, because it needs the waste from that fish to keep processing the cycle.
And guess what? Ugly phase.
You're gonna have one.
Ugly phase.
Unless you do a 6 week or longer cycle, you're going to have an ugly phase. I don't care what people think. It's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, we're having it right now in our tanks, and we've been doing this forever.
It is kicking my butt.
Well, we also used rock that's been sitting outside for a couple of years that we just pressure washed and prayed.
I took a water hose to it.
Okay, I thought we pressure washed it.
I took a water hose to it. It had a pressure nozzle on it.
So, all right, let's stop a little bit. We're talking about dirty phase here. So, are you watching Perfect Parameters?
No.
Are you watching them? Where do you? I mean, what is Perfect Parameters?
Well, that's easy. Magnesium 1400, alkalinity between 8 to 12, calcium 440, 0 nitrate, 0 phosphates. Duh. That's what everything says online.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. Dude, there's no such thing as perfect parameters. The only time you want perfect parameters is when you're fighting an issue.
But
And let me expand on that a little bit. If you're fighting an issue in your tank, you need to have a goal in mind. The
Yes.
goal in mind is the standard perfect parameters, like I just said.
Yeah.
Those are numbers you want to strive for when you're failing.
Okay.
However, every tank's stability is different.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
If you're fighting issues, those numbers are the numbers you look for when you're trying to combat whatever's going
Right.
on. However, the 180 in the store, if calcium goes over 360, all hell goes loose.
all hell does break loose of that tank if
So-
if calcium gets up.
No.
Which, hopefully, with us taking the canopy off and opening that tank up, we get a little bit of better consumption in that tank.
Huge difference.
Hopefully, it will equal out a little bit.
But no, stability. Stability, stability, stability. I don't care if your alkalinity is 6 or 16, maybe not 16, 6 or 12. As long as it is always 6 or always 12, you should be okay.
Okay, I was about to say, do you care more about the it needs 25 or the fact that I keep it at 10.2 all the time?
First off, I think if you keep it at 10.2, you're wasting money.
That's different.
Debatable.
That's a different conversation. We'll have another
But
episode.
I think the stability of it, I'm an 8 guy. That's kind of my go-to.
Leaning more towards the 8.5 and 9.
Anywhere between 8 and 9. 8, I dose a little bit more. 9, I might wait a day or two, but that's my go-to. But it's not. It's whatever the tank wants. Your corals telegraph exactly what they want.
Yeah,
You just got to know what to look for.
It's just about keeping it stable. And if you have issues, like you said, trying to get to that perfect balance, it's how do you get to that balance? Do you use an ethanol alcohol? Do you use a carbon source? Do you use products like Waste Away by Dr. Tim's to help eat the ammonia out of the sand bed? What do you actually do? Do you try to drop it real fast, or do you do it slowly in stages?
Slowly in stages. Because corals acclimate. Corals acclimate to their surroundings. They might not be happy about it,
Yeah.
but they're going to acclimate to it. Now, sure, the argument is big swings can cause polyp bale, can cause other issues, but at the end of the day, the majority of it's going to slowly acclimate with you. So when you do mass swings, that causes polyp bale
Yeah.
and all sorts of other issues.
Gotcha. Okay.
Am I wrong? What's your take?
No, I'm 100% with you. Do it evenly and slowly. Because the
Very
slower
slow.
you do it, the better it's going to be for the entire balance of the tank. Because if you try to strip it too fast, you strip what's in the worm, and you don't actually touch what's inside the rocks and the
And that's
true
everything.
detritus that's going on in the
Nitrates,
tank.
phosphates,
Yeah.
calcium, I almost said calcininity,
I was like, where are you going with that word?
alkalinity, magnesium, everything.
Yeah, always do it
Nothing's
slow.
big.
Always do it slow.
Salinity. Jesus.
Yes, salinity is a big one. Do it really slow.
Salinity
Entire balance
drops.
of the tank. All right, if you
Don't
try to
add
strip it too
salt.
fast, you
Here we
strip
go.
what's in the
Oh,
tank,
yeah, don't add
and you
salt
don't
to
actually
already
touch
mixed
what's
tank.
inside
No.
the box. And
You're gonna
then
do it,
that's
do it
everything.
into your
Try
filter
this next
cup.
time.
Nitrates,
Please don't
phosphates,
do it.
calcium.
Yeah.
But
The other thing,
Calcium,
most synthetic
calcium,
salts on the
salinity.
market require 24 hours of mixing.
Yeah.
You cannot achieve that in your display.
No.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Sure, the argument to be made is there is natural salts that make 5 to 10 minutes, but guess what? Your water turnover rate's higher than that.
Yeah.
So you're still not doing it
Still
successfully.
don't recommend it. If you ever run low on salinity, here's an old school trick: mix up your top off a little bit with some salt in it. Instead of doing a pure 1.000 RO water, mix it up to 1.018. If your salt's at 3 and you want to get up to 2.5 over the next week, make your mix up water your top off at 1.8, because the two levels getting added together will increase that.
It's the best thing you can do.
It keeps it stable, doesn't make any big swings. Yeah. What's your thought on pH?
pH is a tricky one. It always changes. So follow. It's constantly fluctuating.
But is it one that a customer needs to worry about? Is it the most important one in the tank?
No, absolutely not.
But isn't it?
It depends on your location. It does. In our area, pH is a non-issue.
Correct, because we
Unless you're trying to go
Water.
higher SPS, things like that,
Yeah.
where you really want to focus it in. But for your standard reef tank, in our area, in the Emerald Coast, non-issue. Unless you're a madman and keep your heat in the state of freaking Florida 24/7.
True. pH, yeah. Okay.
Then you got to worry about
Yeah,
pH.
then you do.
But don't be that guy.
Yeah, so I was like you for a long time until on this tank, our display, we actually started worrying about pH.
Well, that's because we started putting in some high-end SPS that really care.
But man, the tank, once we got pH close to stable.
Right.
I mean, when we got
I'll
up
give
on
you
that
that.
7.8, that was its bottom, was 7.8 at night. And we got it to the bottom now is 8.2, 25-ish, before we just took the canopy off it. So I'm intrigued to see what it's going to be next week.
Doesn't help that we started dosing even more Kalkwasser, but we'll see.
Yeah. We're going to play the game and see what happens. But we're steady between 8.1 and 8.3 now.
Right.
I'm happy there, and the tank's obviously loving it. I would love to get it up to that 8.4 to 8.5 just to see what's going to happen. I don't know.
That's a hard one, especially in here where we've got 8,000 gallons worth of in the air.
Yeah. But for people at home, don't fight pH. pH is one that a lot of people online tell you it matters. It does matter, but stability is more important. If you don't have the ability to fight it to get it up to where you need it, like that 8.3 to 8.5, keep it stable between 7.9 and 8.1, 7.8 to 8.2. Keep it in that range if you can. Get those big graphs, get them down to a much smaller swing, and it will make a big difference in your tank. But don't fight it. Don't fight it too much. Worry about alkalinity and calcium more.
Here's the other thing I want to stress. Unless you have correctly calibrated pH probes in your tank, if you're taking your water to your fish store, or you're taking a cup of water out, you're sitting down and watching a movie and testing everything, your reading is inaccurate.
Yeah.
pH, the moment, and I mean the moment you pull water out of your tank, it starts dropping.
Yeah.
So people come in all the time. At my store, if I see over 7.8, usually 7.9, that's a solid number because most people live 15, 20, 30 minutes away.
Yep.
So it's a reasonable thing to expect that it's actually sitting 8.2.
Yeah.
That makes it even more hard to track and to try and diagnose what's going on with pH.
Yeah. If you're having to take it somewhere to test, don't trust it.
Yes.
I just don't. I mean, if you're that worried about it, keep an eye on your alkalinity at certain times of the day. See what its swings are. It's going to be relative off of what pH is. So as long as it's a stable swing, you're pretty much okay.
Right.
So you might notice the lights have changed a little bit. And for that, I just want to apologize. We recorded this late at night, and I completely forgot that our lights were on timers. However, I personally think it looks a hell of a lot better.
You can see us. We actually look like people.
Right. I want y'all's opinion. Do you like the blue, or do you like the natural? The natural, I think, looks better on us, but obviously it looks weird on the tanks. We also got some other backdrops coming on the next couple episodes. But I want y'all's opinion. Natural or blue?
And yes, pH matters, but not a lot.
So what do you think is your target number for pH then?
If I was fighting to fight pH and maintain a perfect pH, I'd like to be in the 8.3 to 8.5.
Are you a fresh air kind of guy? Drop an airline to your skimmer out the window?
100%, except for we live in the southeast on the Emerald. I lost an entire fish tank due to it. I lost an entire reef, so fuck no. But yes, I mean, we have bug guys, mosquito guys, because we live on the swamp, and they come by and spray for mosquitoes outside and didn't tell us. And yeah, I had a fresh air going to a skimmer to increase the pH in the tank, and it sucked up all the insecticide. Yeah, dead everything, dead yellow tang, everything.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still waiting on my yellow.
Yeah, I meant to mention that, by the way.
I texted him, he hasn't caught it yet.
Other big lie. You can't mix multiple corals playing the coral game. If you got a 20-gallon, you can only put 3 or 4 all of the kind of corals in there.
Oh no, mix them, have fun, use carbon. Use a good quality carbon. I mean, you're going to have chemical warfare, but a 20-gallon tank, I mean, look at your 20 water bucks over there. It's got every freaking thing.
Gottie's, Acans, Lobos.
Yeah, everything.
Trachees, torches. I even have a freaking bubble in there.
There's a Recordia right there. I mean, whatever.
One of the most aggressive S's, a bubble.
There is a singularity in there as well. So you've got soft corals, you've got mushrooms in there. Run carbon, you're not going to have any chemical warfare.
I have no issues.
Just run a good quality carbon. I mean, run one that's made for reef tanks.
That's another one. Are you a carbon all day, every day, or are you as...
So there's multiple types of carbon out there, as we know. I'm more of a micropore carbon.
Okay.
That way it's got all of its pores and abilities so it can pull good bacterias and harvest good bacterias. They will also pull chemicals and chloramines and stuff like that out.
Talk physically. That's a larger carbon,
It's
correct?
a larger carbon, yes.
Why do we care about a larger carbon specifically?
More surface area.
What's another good reason? Come on, I'm trying to give this one to you. I'll give you a hint. There's a line. It involves a line. Lateral line.
Oh, yes.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
It doesn't pull out all the micro trace elements. It'll actually help you in the tank instead of stripping them.
It's also what I was trying to get him to talk about. It's a very common issue when you get poor quality carbon that's a very fine powder.
Oh, the dust.
To get into the water column. That's why we care about the size as well.
Yeah.
Poor quality carbon that's more of a dust will actually get into your water column.
It breaks down and it stays a metal that your feels
There, yep.
Yeah, I get where
Yep.
you're going. It
That's-
causes their gills to get lateral lines so they can't process minerals through the water column.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big one. Sorry, I didn't know you were going with that. I was trying not to go into the phosphoric acid versus hydrochloric acid washing because that's brand related, not carbon related.
So once again, are we a carbon 20 or a carbon as needed guy?
If you're running a high quality reef carbon that's made not to strip the trace elements, then absolutely run carbon. I do run carbon 24/7. My tanks stay 10 times clearer than most people's tanks I've ever seen.
Right.
But I'm very particular on the way I feed my corals. So I do hit all 3 layers. So a lot of people's like to keep them cloudier so they have that dissolved nutrition in the tank all the time from fish waste. I don't like it. I like to look through my tank crystal clear.
Right. Now here in the store, I'm a 24/7 for a different kind of reason.
Well, that's because we got kids.
I've got 4x8 tanks that are 12 or 14 inches tall. I can't remember. And I have
14.
a touch tank. Kids, adults. It's
My mom.
insane the amount of people
Our
that
mom.
think it's okay to just put their hands in my tanks. It's absurd. Hey, I want that coral.
Yeah.
That's what the stick's for, lady.
That's why we have these
Not
little puppies.
touchy. So yes, I use the carbon for a different reason, pulling out lotions, blah blah blah. But in your home tank 24/7?
Yeah. I actually have it in reactor.
Reactor. Ooh.
I do have it in a carbon
Is
reactor.
it worth it?
No, I don't need it. I just have extra reactors, and you remember when I did all my do-it-yourself stuff? I have those. They sit in my do-it-yourself sump, so it has that whole DIY feel.
Are there any pros to doing a reactor versus just a bag under
It's
the
just
filter
force. It's just forced induction, so you know all the water that's going through that canister is getting stripped.
Fair.
So when you have it in a bag, just floating in your sump, you could say 100% of the water that touches it goes through it, but
Right.
it's only 40% of the water making it to. What's the flow rate going through? You really don't know.
Right.
So if you have an issue, always make sure water is being funneled through it, not around it,
I agree.
so it can actually do its job.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How about the tank police? Are you a tank police guy?
I do feel bad for the fish sometimes, but the one cool thing about this hobby is most people don't get in it small and fall into that a tank police because they're going to go to a bigger tank.
Right.
Most people get a 20 or a 40 gallon. They go, oh crap, I've got 3 or 4 tanks. Now they're getting big. Hey, or hubby, this looks good. Can I get something else, please? And get you another tank? And that's usually what happens. I do think people need to watch it a little bit closer, but as long as they're fed and healthy, who cares?
I agree. Which that proposes another question: tank size shaming.
Dude, I've actually small Pico tanks.
I really
all the
want
way
to set up one of them little desk ones.
I mean, I've got a 1 gallon P&W that's a complete carpet.
All right, guys. So we mentioned it. I gotta click the buttons and move the screens around. Hold on. Should be able to drop that guy right there. That is a 1 gallon Pico.
You ever heard of cleaning the glass?
I don't ever touch the tank.
We can tell.
I feed it pellets. I feed 1 pellet once a week. And you can see the GSP going all the way up the side of the wall. It's just growing everywhere.
That's wild.
It's freaking crazy. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Bye-bye. Back to the live. Here we go.
Of GSP. It is that yellow GSP, and halfway up each wall is nothing but GSP mat, and then there's a mound in the middle of the tank. And I'm going to put a clown goby in it, or a bumblebee goby.
Pistol shrimp.
I wanted to actually crack that big. It's such a small little
Candy
one.
cane pistol.
I haven't done a water change of that thing in probably 8 months.
Well, what do you got to do? Use a freaking pipette?
No, I just walk by every couple of days when I feed pellets and all the other tanks. I'll drop a pellet in there. Just a pellet so it can just dissolve and the GSP eats off it.
How do you do a water change?
I have it. I don't know. What I used to do before I quit doing water changes on it was I would just take it over to the big tank because I was just taking it out of there. I would just dip the whole thing in the big tank, let water flow through it, and then
Jesus.
what's the difference?
Fair.
It's glass to glass. Wipe it off clean. Set it back on the desk.
Fair. What about Facebook experts?
Oh, jeez, don't get me started on that.
Oh, I'm getting you started.
There's a reason. There's a reason local fish stores succeed, and that is customers being able to come in and ask the questions. And you, being a fish store owner, you know every single one of your customers' tanks has.
Yep.
What's in them. You might not know everything because they might shop around.
Yeah,
but
which
you
I
know,
encourage.
You know what the general of their tank is doing.
Right.
That you can answer their questions correctly. This
I also-
Facebook guy,
The more important thing is, I know the customer.
Yeah.
Not only do I know the tank, but I know I'm too lazy to be doing 20% water changes every 3 days.
Yeah.
Or if you want to throw chemicals at it, I know you.
that's
That's way more important.
That's where I was going with the difference of the Facebook guy. The Facebook guy gets what you tell him. My parameters are perfect. Which what's perfect? I've got hair algae. This. I did a water change 2 days ago. But what you don't tell that guy is that your son dropped half a bottle of pellets in it a week ago. That we know, and that's what we're fighting. This guy goes, oh, use this chemical to take care of your whole thing. And then it wipes out your entire tank. And you get flustered and you quit the hobby.
Yep.
So that Facebook advice is good if the person giving that advice is someone you've been following from the beginning. He knows your tank. I've got hundreds of customers on Facebook that message me through Quantum, and I answer their questions, but I've got a rapport with them. I tag them in certain ways on our backside, so I keep track of our conversations.
Right.
It's the way I can still give that local fish store advice through online character. But don't just trust anybody, guys. I mean, we try to do the best we can, but be careful with it. Go to your local store, build a rapport with one of them.
Anyone can type on a keyboard.
Yeah, and ChatGPT does some amazing stuff. I mean, hell, look at our script so far.
The biggest thing with Facebook experts or forum experts, you as the reader have to be knowledgeable enough in what you're trying to do to be able to decipher what's good and bad. Mm-hmm. And that a lot of the times is the issue. Not saying it's the customer's fault, most of the time it is. But you have to be knowledgeable enough to read through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then decipher what actually needs to be done. Whereas you go into your local fish store and they know you, they know your tank, they know your habits. You don't have to decipher me. I know you.
Oh, I got a great one that was just a controversial topic online. Guy reached out to someone, very big name, I'm not going to say names on this, but big name person, reached out to a friend, said, hey, I got an issue. He's had hair algae in his tank. Guy said, okay, let me sell you an algae scrubber. So he put an algae scrubber on his tank. Never told him he had a chain reactor or a refugium.
Solid.
2 weeks later, tank's completely stripped. Everything's
Yep.
lost all of his SPS colonies that were some of the biggest colonies I've ever seen.
That's the
Stripped it
consumer's fault.
Yes, but the guy, Facebook hero, didn't ask him if he had a Chato reactor, didn't ask him anything, just asked if he's got a sump where he can put an algae scrubber.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with the algae scrubbers. I'm not saying anything bad, so don't take this the wrong way, guys. They're good, they're intended purposes, but you can't mix them with a lot of other things because they'll overstrip. But the guy, Facebook hero, never asked the question. He was more worried about selling what he wanted to sell, and it just did not work out the way the consumer was hoping.
Right. That's a hard one though, because I could easily blame the consumer for not doing his research, but I can also
But
blame.
he's reaching out for assistance. He's reaching out to ask that guy, I've got these issues, how do I fix it?
But it's the same argument as, hey, can you build me a house?
Yeah,
Cool, go build me one.
cool. What am I building?
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Exactly. But if I'm trying to sell you a product,
Right.
it's not my job to ask.
That's why I'm saying it's the consumer's fault.
But the consumer doesn't know to even mention it because
Right.
they're not versed in the industry. And that's where I'm going. You as a local fish store, you know that he's got that channel reactor thing, and you can tell him, hey, that's not a smart move.
That's why you go person to person. P2P.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying
I almost said P2P.
Facebook heroes can be good. know them, trust them, work with them for a while.
And there's a bunch of forums out there that are ran by incredibly smart people. It's well worth getting information from.
Reef to Reef. I mean,
Reef to Reef, Humble Fish.
all of them.
They all have great knowledge. They're actually smart people with scientific backings to all of it. So I'm not saying this to the mass. I'm saying this to all of the Facebook groups where you go, hey, I got algae, what do I need to do? And you get 900 comments. Maybe 7 of them are good.
You have to be smart and know, and we tell all of our customers here, and I tell anybody who reaches out to me, I'm going to ask you a million questions. I mean, if you've ever reached out to me and asked me questions about your tank, I ask probably 20 to 30 before I give you an answer in any way, shape, or form. About the 8th question in, I started leading you the way I need you to go because I've already got an answer, but it works out really well.
Right.
That's the benefit of a local store, is they can help. And I didn't want to turn this into that tangent, but that's where it went. I'm sorry.
A necessity.
It is. Local fish stores, I wouldn't have started a tank if I didn't go to the store.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I see them in doctor's offices and things like that, but where do I get it?
Yeah, but in doctor's offices, you get small tanks with dories.
Yeah. Yeah. Tank police.
Tank police! Why do you think so many people get so emotional about this kind of stuff?
I mean, I lost $100,000 in a tank once. It
Yeah,
hurts.
but that's just money.
But it hurts. I mean, I spent all my blood tears making it.
But these keyboard warriors that hide behind a keyboard
Oh, jeez. I
and
don't
argue.
even know. I don't know.
Why?
I love how everybody in the garage is a grower. I mean,
Not a shower.
yeah, they don't go to shows. They don't have stores.
That's not what I was talking about.
I know. I was trying to turn it back to PG. I was trying to put it back to PG. Yeah.
There's keyboard warriors. They get so bent up, and they get so triggered when they see a hippo in a 32 BioQ.
It's in QT, bud.
When in reality, the hippo's this big.
Yeah, and
He's fine in a 32
zoomed in 100 times
for a couple months, but he's fine in a 32, bro. Chill.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people get so up on a high horse about it.
Yeah. Gives them something to do. What about people buying fish online?
It's a hard one. Honestly, as a fish store guy, it's a hard one because they're sometimes cheaper. They offer a 48 hour DOA. However, you don't know where the fish was, how clean it is, if it's eating. There's so many variables that online is such a hard one to do. I understand why the appeal is there.
All right.
I do.
If you buy online, do you QT?
You should. But here's the problem. If you QT and you buy online, the DOA policy is null and void, basically. Because you're QTing for longer than 48 hours.
Good point. That's actually a really good point. I never even thought about that one.
So if you are doing a proper QT like you should, because you can't physically see this fish, you can't see it eat. Like in the shop, anytime someone's buying a customer out, you don't buy customers.
Buying a customer?
Woo, this ain't Wayfair. No, that was Wish.
Wish.
Anytime a customer's in and they want to see, I always encourage them to ask to show me this fish eating.
Yep.
Show me this fish, I don't know, pooping. That's weird. I get in there and squeeze it out. But it's vital to seeing how the fish is done.
Yeah.
And when you buy it online, you just don't see any of that.
Yeah.
So you should definitely be doing your own QT or at least an observation. But by doing that, you're stressing the fish even more, coming from unknown situations, and you're causing higher risk.
So you as a store, do you QT all your fish that come in, or what do you?
I don't do a true quarantine. I call it an observation. So all of my fish come in and they go through 2 to 3 dips. I am a big formalin and methylene blue for sure guaranteed. Does not matter what kind of fish.
Okay.
There are certain fish, for example, hate methylene blue.
Yeah.
So they kind of get a I call it blue Gatorade. They get
Okay.
but they still see it. If they have any open wounds or anything like that, I also do Melafix with tea tree oil in it. And then I go through a 3-day observation where I have copper power at a treatment level. And then after the 3 days, if they're eating and look healthy, they get moved over to my for sale system, which is it is copper, which is a copper system at a therapeutic level. So I sell fish straight out of copper,
Okay.
but it's at a therapeutic level, so
Do you run hyposalinity with that also? Or no?
absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, when they come in, they're in 1.018 total salinity gravity, and then they get moved over to my sales system at 1.02.
I see what you're doing. You're doing it so they come out of the low salinity up to a middle, and then when they go to the customer's tank, it's too.
I do part of the work for you.
Gotcha.
You do the rest of the work.
Got you. That way they don't go through copper burn and salinity burn at the same time.
Exactly. So I go from 2.5 in my observation parts per million in my copper to 1.5 therapeutic to 0.
So 0 at the house. Got it.
And the 3 days to me is absolutely critical because you see the proof. You see parasites presenting themselves. You see anything within 3 days.
And they're going to fall off to reproduce.
If they fall off to reproduce, the copper kills it.
Yep.
If they don't fall off and they pop up, I put them in a hospital tank. They don't go for sale.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about it spreading because if they fall off, the copper kills it.
And then we go for a week before more fish come in. God, that's smart.
So after 3 days, if they haven't presented any symptoms or brain fart,
Eating well and everything, then we move
and
them
they're
over.
eating well and whatnot, they get moved over.
Got you.
And then I also do have a non-copper system that after about 2 weeks, if I still have them or anything like that, they get moved out of copper, so I avoid copper burn.
Them grasses that don't like it, you put those guys.
Yeah,
in.
wrasses, butterflies,
Inverts.
mandarins,
Okay. Got you.
all that nonsense.
No, that's smart. So if you were going to buy online, would you buy from someone that did 100% QT? Even though the prices are worth it, they're going to be a lot more expensive?
Prove it.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I want it.
So you would still do a QT?
If I'm buying online, I'm going for as cheap as possible. I'm taking the gamble to lose that money, and I'm QTing myself. Because I don't trust anybody.
Okay. I'm with you. That's the reason I order everything to come through here to go through your system. Because, I have this stuff to do it at home, but I don't truly want to do a 6-week quarantine to maintain.
So no one wants to buy a 20-pound fish for $100.
I go to too many trade shows and buy corals and whatnot and put them in my tank. I don't QT all my corals. I don't QT all my inverts. So there's no way to have a true clean tank without QTing everything, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't have the time to do that. So I just run the peroxide salts in my tank to help with parasites if it shows up. But other than that, yeah. Okay. Got it.
This all boils down to patience.
Yeah.
The last 30 minutes we've been talking about all comes down to patience.
It really does.
That should be the title of the episode. Patience.
Yeah.
Or impatience.
Yeah, like I said just then, the ick. If you get a parasite, you have to 6 weeks tank transfer method or whatever type of QT to make sure your tank is perfect, or you take the risk because you don't want to be patient.
You said the P word.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The P word? I thought it was patience.
Patience. Patience is key. Whether you're cycling your tank, whether you're waiting for corals to grow, whether you're waiting for fish to get out of QT.
Dude, what's my absolute favorite question? How fast will that coral grow?
Jesus. Well, that depends.
Sorry, I had to.
How much weight will I gain by the next episode? It's all a mystery.
Oh, crap.
But patience. Patience is key to virtually this entire, not even virtually, literally, to this entire hobby.
All right, I got one more about the Facebook guy.
Okay.
How many pictures you have on your phone about your fish?
Jesus Christ.
Thousands?
Easily.
How many do you post online?
7.
Why? Because they gotta be the sexiest ones out there.
I don't post too many pictures. For the shop I do. I actually just hired a girl. She's doing wonderful on social media.
Yeah, she is.
But outside of that, my personal tank, I think I've got 3 pictures of my phone on that one.
You look at my display, I've got hundreds of it. Hundreds, but 5 or 6 are the only ones that get posted because they're the special ones.
I do have pictures zoomed in, super tight on something. Hey, Will.
Oh, hey Billy, how are you?
Billy!
Oh yay, there's sound. I was like, where did they all go? It got really, really, really quiet. Billy, are you? Billy, say hi. See how quick.
Say hi, Billy.
We're a few minutes ahead on our side. It's weird. You were talking. You like this scene, right? Do you see just me, or do you see the scene, Kyle?
I see just you.
Oh man, I screwed it up again. Back to the questions. Let's see. Is Billy gonna answer us?
Billy says I'm here. Hi, Billy.
Billy says he's here. Hi, Billy. Did you see all those
30 seconds
fishies? These clownfish? So 30 seconds isn't that bad.
later. I don't know.
Hi.
I made that up.
Oh, okay. Okay, back to the episode.
What is this?
Or nowadays, hey chat,
What
what's
is
this?
But no, what I'm getting at is, yeah, I mean, social media, we just show the good stuff.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, very, very rarely do you see the nitty gritty.
Why do I want to post a picture of Red Planaria?
Yeah, I know, but nobody sees that. So you, as a hobbyist, you're like, why? This guy's never gotten it. Oh, boy, buddy, trust us,
Yes,
he's
they have.
gotten it.
That picture he posted was taken 3 months ago.
Yeah.
With high saturation, bud.
Yeah, and oh gosh, the coral I bought, it was a holy grail. It was bright yellow in the picture, but I get it, it's green. Oh, you didn't have the right combination of the orange lenses capped on top of each other. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, you truly, truly, truly have to take what you see on social media with a grain of salt, because it's his best of his best.
Absolutely. I think that's gonna wrap this one up pretty well.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent a couple times.
I think good.
I hope I pissed a couple people off.
All right, so
say
we're
so.
pausing this one more time. We want to try something. Is that better? Well, my face is really weird. I got to play that for a second. Okay. Let's go to your face.
Great. Put it on me. Put it on me. Oh, no.
So we were I was trying to show you. I said, so you like this setup the best. This is the one you really wish we could do. With ourselves and the guests on the backside. So while this is playing, we could talk in BS. Got it.
Right.
I'll have to figure that one out. Well, that's it for the episode. You said say opinionated right here. So do we want to continue playing it, or are we good?
Continue playing it. Let it finish.
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna leave it. If you learned something, great. If you're mad about something, also great. Stay salty, stay opinionated. Follow us on Facebook at the H20 Podcast for more.
Go back to here, and we're live again, Kyle.
Thanks
How do I
for
stop this
everyone
stuff?
popping in.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, guys, thanks. That was the
fun.
first time we've actually used this new software to see if we can figure it out and kind of make it work. Looks like we did. We were able to add a
worked
couple
out,
guests. Yeah, we added a few guests to see how it worked. Played with the camera on the camera phone, stuff like that, to show off tanks and other items and stuff. Worked out really well.
Worked out a hell of a lot better than the last one.
Oh God, yeah.
We are going to have to get used to the delay with communicating and comments and whatnot. That's odd with the live, but we'll see. We'll get used to it. We'll figure it out.
Maybe as we get some more viewers and whatnot, YouTube and all the other streaming platforms might give us a little grief and give us a little bit better time so we don't have as much latency.
I mean, that would be quite nice,
I doubt it.
but... But
So, yeah.
it was fun. I really enjoyed recording that one.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Blast.
Like I said, we did have some audio issues there. Don't know what happened. I am using the same software between here with this podcast, with Quantum, and a couple other things. I'm about 2 weeks into the software now, trying to figure it out and learn it the correct way. So obviously I had something set wrong. So, because it wasn't a mic issue, it was a digital issue that happened. So we'll have to figure that one out for the next podcast. But we have a new background we think we're going to use to do this podcast. I think you guys are going to like it.
I think it's going to be quite nice, quite nice. It's going to be kind of fun. But, you know, it worked out. Sorry for the audio issues, but that will be resolved on the next one, guaranteed.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Well,
time that clap. Minute 12.
Minute 12.
Minute 12.
Oh wow. Okay, we got to figure that out. Don't know if it's
Yep.
a upload thing on my side or what it is, but yeah, guys. So the podcast goes live on YouTube as of 7 o'clock this evening. So it's up. It's good. I think Kyle's still got to go set it to public, but it's there. So we're gonna do these every other Monday for releases for the podcast, and then we will shortly be getting them up on what is it, Spotify, Apple, all the other podcast places. So you'll be able to listen to it without having to watch our ugly faces talk and jibber jabber.
In an ideal world.
Yeah, in an ideal world.
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Not great to me, but I did work on it a lot to get the audio better.
Oh,
Not
no,
as good as
it's-
the first one, and not as good as the third one will be.
Yeah, the third one should be spot on. We should be pretty close to dialed in for the third one. So, and hopefully we get us enough Facebook followers and Instagram followers to allow us to go live on that stream starting on the next release.
Speaking of which, make sure you subscribe, follow us on Facebook, so that we can do this directly on Facebook.
All right, you guys stay salty.
Stay opinionated.